Hello and welcome to another episode of Allen Codes. We're working on Chapter 4 of World War II Armored Warfare. My brain is all over the place. Wow. Okay, so I'll try to keep it coherent. I may be entering writer fugue. It's a specialized state where you just write because things are in front of you. Harder to talk while you're doing it, but you know, I'll struggle on for the sake of the art. So, we're dealing with rations. They can start with K-rations, C-rations, British or French rations they can pick up. If they already have French rations, that's the best they can get. They could also possibly pick up a bottle of wine, deal with it later. Ask about something better than K-rations. Is that it right? As he, what's he going to do here? Frills. Cup of coffee. Very black coffee. If, oh, I need to do an invasion script check here, don't I? Damn. Not for K-rations, because there's something special. And even if you don't have the script for it, you can take the C-ration boxes. No man should wander the desert with only dry food. And with that, we will set so that's a freebie from him. All right. And then we're going to set rations equal C-rations. So he's going to upgrade you, but you know, that's it. Otherwise, you pay for it. May sound kind of generous, but remember, this is all the Army's money and gear and shit. It's not like he's personally invested in making a profit. I mean, he sort of is, but they're just for luxuries, and he's well past the point of you know, luxuries. What do you have in mind? Got just about everything. Here. Except with the Jerry's I want everything here. On our side, at least. Okay, so instead of heading out to trades, we go to enable better rations. You know, I need to put the addendum on there. Fine. All right. First of all, I think I see an error here where you would be unable to access the other scenes because there's no way to get to them. Alright, so there we go. Fun, fun, fun. All the go-tos go where they're supposed to. And I will even make sure I spell some of them right. Alright, and we're going to go to there. The reason I want to appellate it with Chapter 4 Crossroads is just for consistency's sake, because God knows I'll be inconsistent enough on my own. Alright, although this one is going to need... If invasion script, you gotta have money if you're gonna get something good. He's willing to give you C-rations because he's got, you know, a lot. But otherwise, you need to pay for it. Oh. Now, the option here is I'm tracking. Did I want that in reversed? I think I wanted that reversed. The important variable to pop there is if you haven't traded for things before. All right, there's that. So you can also sell your rations because I'm gonna include that in there. It's a crap. Now, if you've already traded for rations, we're just going to do a generic oh, what's this? Uh-oh. Ration time. Discuss rations. Okay. All right. I'm going to put a disable reuse on there. It's one select only. I don't want the player continually coming back. Moreover, I don't want the program to be able to just keep coming back to it when it's gonna test it. I don't want to create loops like that. It's always a problem. Likewise here. Okay. Yeah, the Brits seem better taste. Taste in. Says as he spies, as he considers the dregs of his coffee cup. The very black dregs of a coffee cup. And the Frenchies too. Frenchies too. We've got his quantity. It's a lot. All we've got is a lot. All right. The Frenchies. Minutes. Small as they are. Sets aside a cup of very black coffee. K-rations, C-rations, B, selling C, B, or F. Sure, okay. I know this is terribly technical and boring. All right, ask if you want to buy our C-rations. A little chuckle. Yeah, not today. Not today. Maybe not tomorrow. We've got plenty of it. We've got plenty of it. More coming in. So the answer is no. Now, that means we go not to now, do I want to put the sales here? Maybe, yeah. What I'm going to say is you can only sell them if you haven't traded before. There's only one chance to sell it. Let me put it that way. Because I don't want you to buy from him and sell from him again. That's wasted motion and wasted coding. And it's, to be honest, boring. And if he didn't come to sell right away, he's suspicious. Maybe, yeah. Cup of And since this is a self-contained scene, we're going to do things like set traded for rations 1. We are also going to set rations equal to K-rations. Okay, we'll change that. Set invasion script +1. And then we're going to go back to the trades. I do need to put a little pop-up to tell that the ration quality reduced, invasion script gained. Little invasion script. Alright, that looks like the template we're going to use. Yeah. We'll go with that. And then we'll go to the French side of things and work on that. Now, as a recording goes, I hope the quality's still up. It's hard to say sometimes. And, alright, anybody want to buy the French rations? The ration quality greatly reduced, thank you. And some invasion script gained. And let's have the sergeant will say something here. Yeah. The Frenchies, good taste. They just don't deal in bulk. Don't. Think it's big. Like us. Set trade for K-rations 2. Done. All right. Now, the question is, $100 per. Sergeant Ray says, as he steps over to a crate set amid the tent where everyone can see it. Want one? Good vintage, apparently. They say it's a good vintage. Just one? Yeah. Just one. Done it right. Let's slip. Didn't smile. It's a popular item. Okay. One. Get one. Never mind. Alright, so we're going to set, Nelson has a bottle, this one. He is the bottle carrier. He's the mechanic, so he works with fluids, right? It all makes sense. Set evasion script -1. Did we check to see whether or not they no they evasion script greater than 0. Okay, there we go, there we go. Nelson has bottle 0. Yeah, but traded for a bottle, evasion script is greater than, yeah, okay. 1. Okay, the bottle is thick and heavy. This old glass. Near his old glass, naturally dusty and hard to see through, but something sloshes around inside. Just and the cork, and that keeps it so sealed up tight. The French were reusing a lot of stuff. I looked into that. They would you'd bring in your bottles to be refilled or reused or what have you. Limited time offer. Limited time offer. All right. Limited time. Maybe not. Do get one and never mind. Yeah. Chapter 4, Crossroads. Get a bottle. So there we go. Crossroads. And there we go. So I'm just consolidating them because I've realized I'm going to be doing the same thing. It doesn't matter if you have one or nothing. It saves me a little bit of coding and a lot of hassle later with having to. The problem will rise with the edit because you'll be trying to edit things in like 2 or 3 different places, and that's no good. The less time you have to spend on editing, the better, because it gets kind of crazy. I did months of that for Tin Star, and I still couldn't fix everything. And I really wish I had not done certain things that I had, because that's the way it is. All right. I need to disable reuse that one so that they can. He passes over a bottle. The curved glass bottle. Now he reaches into the crate and produces curved glass bottle. Old curved glass. Old curved glass. That seems to be naturally dusty. In your hands, it is hard to, but something sloshes round its side. Certainly the stained cork in the neck keeps it sealed up tight. Okay, and there we go. Now this is going to save me a lot of time. Watch. I won't have to double up when I do this. Shorten it by about half. We've got to put some invasion script on that. And then we go to discuss rations. Greater than 0, invasion script. Right, it says, what's your poison? You've got all the allied stock. Now, it's an idea of maybe they would be specialized rations for some of the British Commonwealth troops, or the Indian troops, or some of the African colonials for the French would have specialized food, but I'm not going to mention that here. That gets way too fussy, and I'm in the weeds then. But maybe it's worth a mention. Maybe it is. Maybe it is worth a mention. The odd rations for Hindu, Muslim, Commonwealth, French colonial, etc. rations. So, mention. I will at least mention it, even if I don't want them to have the choice of like 12 different ration types. This is not that kind of game. I'm already going to be overwhelming them with the various trades that they can make with their invasion script, as opposed to what we're doing now. Okay, so copy that over. Oh yeah, I've already got that up. I got that. So they will make one selection here, and then we'll kick them out. Basically, they can upgrade their K-ration to C-rations to British rations. No German or Italian rations. Each improvement takes one script. So you can go from K to C, C to B, B to French, British to French, working your way up the chain. You can really spend a lot of money here just on food. This will be important later because it gives you essentially the player extra experience down the line. It also can mitigate some other things, issues with morale. All right, and then we do more tank parts. Tank parts, medical kit, more. I may really be overwhelming the player with like having 8 or 9 different trade choices to make, but that's kind of what I want. I want them to have that feeling like, oh my god, this is amazing. I can't do it all the time, but when you do it, you'll know it. So, that's all for this episode. I got a lot to think about. And a little research to do on what sort of Commonwealth rations and French colonial rations we might be talking about, as opposed to the European French rations, which the French logistical situation was not good in North Africa. Their garrisons could essentially feed themselves, but other than that, trying to go into the field, they didn't have it. They lost a lot of their industry when the Germans took over most of their country, and then they lost the rest of it When the Allies invaded and the Germans took the rest of unoccupied France, leaving them only with what they had in North Africa. And they weren't allowed to have a lot in North Africa. Anything they shipped from Europe generally had to be matched with shipments to Germany. This is especially true of things like tanks and other defensive weaponry. If the French took a tank down to North Africa, the Germans got one as well. That's the way the Germans were. Looting their way across Europe to fund their war machines so that they could loot more of their way across Europe. Anyway, that's for another time. But thanks for sticking with me on this, even when I was quiet. I hope you have a good day. Stay safe and take care out there, all right? Thanks.